the second part of the plagues in Egypt, and we've arrived at the situation of the beginning of the plagues in Egypt, and we begin here in the first sign of the zodiac, here. And this sign is Aries, ruled by Mars, the red planet. And the Lord states, "Thus saith the Lord, in this thou shalt know that I am the Lord. Behold, I will smite with the rod that is in my hand upon the waters which are in the river, and they shall be turned into blood." So therefore, red, symbolic of blood, symbolizes Aries, ruled by Mars, the red planet. And red is the color of Aries. Here is Pisces, the fish, and it's ruled by Jupiter, and is the element of water. So we should find in the next plague a direct reference to water itself. And we read the scriptures. "And the Lord spake unto Moses, Go unto Pharaoh, and say unto him, Thus saith the Lord, Let my people go, that they may serve me. And if they will refuse to let them go, behold, I will smite all thy borders with frogs." So frogs come out of the waters, and he is symbolized here by Pisces. Next we come to Aquarius. And the symbol for Aquarius is a man that pours out the heavenly waters upon the earth. So the next plague has reference to man, and here we find it in the next plague. "And the Lord said unto Moses, Say unto Aaron, Stretch out thy rod, and smite the dust of the land, that it may become lice throughout all the land of Egypt. And they did so, for Aaron stretched out his hand with the rod, and smote the dust of the earth, and it became lice in man and in beast." So there we have it, lice affecting man, and Aquarius symbolizes man. The next sign is Capricorn, governed by Saturn, and it's symbolized by a goat upon a mountain. So here in the scriptures we should have direct reference to this particular sign, and we do indeed in the next plague. And here he states in the scriptures, "And the Lord said unto Moses, Rise up early in the morning, and stand before Pharaoh. Lo, he cometh forth to the water, and say unto him, Thus saith the Lord, Let my people go, that they may serve me. Else, if thou wilt not let my people go, behold, I will send swarms of flies upon thee, and upon thy servants." So flies are the next plague, and the goat is synonymous with an affliction of flies. Now the next sign is Sagittarius. So we have here must have here a reference to this particular sign. It is ideograph is indeed a centaur. A centaur is a four-legged beast, half animal, and the upper part being man. So we must have a reference in the scriptures to an affliction to the four-footed creatures. Thus then the Lord said unto Moses, Go unto Pharaoh and tell him, Thus saith the Lord God of the Hebrews, Let my people go, that they may serve me. For if thou refuse to let them go, and wilt hold them still, behold, the hand of the Lord is upon thy cattle, which is in the field, upon the horses, upon the asses, upon the camels, upon the oxen, and upon the sheep. There shall be very grievous rain. Therefore, this is a direct reference to the four-footed creature of the centaur here. And now we come to Scorpius, and this is ruled by governed by Mars, and Scorpio rules over the part of the body in man of his regenerative system. So the next plague has a direct reference to that part of the body in man. And here we find in the scriptures, and the Lord said unto Moses and to Aaron, Take to you handfuls of ashes of the furnace, and let Moses sprinkle it toward the heaven in the sight of Pharaoh, and it shall become small dust in the land of Egypt, and shall be a boil breaking forth with blains upon man. So therefore we have the next plague of boils, which afflict man, and this will be in the regenerative part of his body. Here we have Libra governed by Venus, and we have here the seventh plague of Howl, which affects the growing fruit of the land. The month of Libra comes in the wet season. Howl is a natural phenomenon, but the timing was instrumental in the psychological warfare being held between God and the Egyptians. And the Lord said unto Moses, Stretch forth thy hand toward heaven, that there may be howl in the land of Egypt, upon man, upon beast, and upon every herb of the field. Here is Virgo, ruled by Mercury, sixth sign of the zodiac, and the eighth plague of locusts affects the crops. And the month of Virgo includes the harvest. So we have the next plague here. And the Lord said unto Moses, Stretch out thy hand over the land of Egypt for the locusts, that they may come up upon the land of Egypt, and eat every herb of the land, even all that is the howl that is left. And Moses stretched forth his rod over the land of Egypt. And the Lord brought an east wind upon the land all that day and all that night. And when it was morning, the east wind brought the locusts. So the locusts occur in this part of the season of Virgo. Now we come to Leo here. And Leo is governed by the sun. And so we should have direct reference to this orb. And the Lord said unto Moses, Stretch out thy hand toward heaven, that there may be darkness over the land of Egypt, even darkness which may be felt. And Moses stretched forth his hand toward heaven, and there was a thick darkness in the land of Egypt 3 days. So here, Leo, ruled by the sun, is darkened. We come to, once again, we've cycled the zodiac, and now we come to the firstborn, Reuben. And indeed, this sign here, Cancer, rules the firstborn. So we should have direct reference to the firstborn. In the last of the plagues, and here, indeed, we have the smiting of the firstborn of Egypt in the 10th plague, which resulted in the exodus of the people from Egypt. Now this is a very important area of the chart, because here we have indeed notified the date of the Passover law. So we have indeed here the identification of when the Passover should be undertaken, and we have it. The sun therefore must be in Cancer, while the moon is in Capricorn. So the Passover begins on the 15th day, or the day of the full moon that occurs in the sign Capricorn during the solar month of Cancer. And this occurs around the conjunction of the sun with the star Sirius, and is the 15th of Tammuz. This ends the second part of the plagues in Egypt.